opportunity for all the parties to express, and also the public and the learned people to have a version of the political parties and the discussion. This year, after a long time, a person from Tamil Nadu, Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman, has presented the budget. She is the first Union Lady Finance Minister, full-fledged Finance Minister. In fact, it started with Tamil Nadu. Even though he was not a congressman, Sir R.K. Shanmugam Chetty was appointed as Finance Minister immediately after independence in 1947. And it continues. I'm happy, I congratulate her for presenting a budget for 2019 and 20. Ours is a great country of diversity, and one of the fastest growing economies of the world. And we are happy that we are the largest democracy in the world. Not only in electorate, even in political parties. There is no country which can claim thousands of political parties. Even in this general election, 346 political parties contested. Fortunately, unfortunately, all of them were not elected. Only 38 parties have been elected to Parliament, Lok Sabha. Our population is growing. That's our strength as well as our weakness. In 1950, the population of China was 1.5 times of that of India. Now today we are nearing them in population. In 2024, India will overtake China in population. That's the kind of growth we have. But we have natural deficiencies in our country. I would like this to be taken into consideration whenever we plan something for our people. We form 18% of the world population, because that population at present is we have crossed 136 crores. But we have only 2.5% of the land available in the world, and we get only 4% of the fresh water available in the world. So these are the permanent deficiency we have, but we can overcome them by taking enough steps by the government, not only by the central government but also by the state governments. When we have the advantages and disadvantages, I would like the Parliament and the Assemblies of India to plan effectively and implement them. Because since our population is growing and we have to feed 136 crores, what is it that we are doing to improve the economy of the country? The Finance Minister, while presenting the budget, she said that we want to become a $5 trillion economy by 2024. We are very happy that we are growing fast, and especially the two people we cannot forget is Narasimha Rao and Manmohan Singh. When they introduced new economic policy in 1991, only then started the growth rate, increasing the growth rate. Now, at present, we are the 5th largest economy of the world, almost nearing 3 trillion this year. And our Finance Minister and Prime Minister, they want us to become a 5 trillion economy by 2024. We are happy. But where are we? Where is our rank when compared to the other countries in per capita income? In per capita income, ours is around $2,200 in nominal figure, and our ranking is 145, mainly because of the population and other conditions. And among poor countries, we rank 68 out of 191 countries. Our unemployment, our ranking in the world is 110. The Human Development Index, which indicates the healthy life, education, standard of living, etc. Our index, Human Development Index, is 130. among 189 countries is not changing much in the last 10-15 years or more. And an important indicator for economic growth is consumption of power, electric power. Where are we in the consumption of electric power? We are way behind. Can we kindly put off the mobile phones? In consumption of power, we always express in kilowatt hour. It's called the kilowatt hour, kWh. Ours is 1,100 kilowatt hour per capita consumption. It is 15,000 in Canada, 12,000 in US, 7,400 in Russia, 4,400 in China. Ours is 1,100 kilowatt hour. We have to do a lot to produce more power and give it to the people. And according to World Bank, there are 20 crores of people without access to electricity in our country. That's as far as power is concerned. You know, the important disease of the country is corruption. The major diseases are corruption, black money, and tax evasion. These are the major diseases of the country. And in corruption, there is an organization, know it, International Transparency International. According to it, we are in 78 out of 175 countries, our ranking. Previously, we are 80, 81, now we are down to 78 position. I think I wanted to tell you this so that what is our need, what is going to be our future, and what is that we are going to plan. Our students have come here in large numbers. I would like them to note that unless we work hard, we plan well, work hard, we may not be able to compete with the rest of the advanced countries. When somebody is called an advanced country, when the per capita income is $10,000, there are 72 countries of the world whose income is 10,000 and above. So we have to reach this standard at least, if not more. And it takes our governments, political parties, and the public join together and work for economic development. There are controversies, no doubt, based on language, religion, caste, state, etc. I want priority to become the economic development. No doubt these are also important subjects, but let's keep them in the back burner. Once we become an advanced country, or at least with the $10,000, then we can waste enough time or spend enough time on these controversies. Our Prime Minister has been talking about Make in India because a number of products, many of them are being imported, which is not made in India. And our adverse balance of trade continues to grow. Or sometimes it goes down, again it picks up. We have enough potential to manufacture all the goods in our country, not only for our domestic market, but also we can export. In agriculture, the most important thing I would like to request the Honorable Prime Minister. We always remember Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who connected the roads all over the country. And I want this Prime Minister, who is capable of achieving things, to connect all the major rivers of this country that will solve the problem of farmers and agriculture. For example, if you are going to connect Godavari to Kaveri, there will be no problem anywhere in the south, water problem in the south. I always remember Dr. K.L. Rao. In those days, he was our Minister for Water Resources. He was always championing the cause of connecting the rivers. It is possible now. Every year, 3,000 TMC of water is going to waste in Godavari alone. That can serve the entire state of Tamil Nadu and other states. And there are west-flowing rivers, both in Kerala and Karnataka, which we have not tapped at all. That's also possible. And connecting the major rivers of the north is also possible. I would very much like this government started, probably he can finish it in 5 years. If that will be the major achievement of this government, not only for government, for entire country. We will be resolving a problem, not only for drinking water, agriculture, industrial requirement, etc. And another important thing is we should concentrate on manufacturing. Now manufacturing contributes only 16% to the GDP of the country, whereas it contributes 30% in Korea and 42% in China. It is time now that we concentrate and stop importing everything from other countries. There is a vested interest in import. I don't want to go inside. But we are capable of making, we have enough people, enough investment that is possible. And I would request the government to take care of health and education, which are the basic needs of any developing country, any welfare state, where we are not spending enough money on them. We spend only 1% of the GDP on health and less than 4% on education, which is not enough. These are the two sectors I would very much like. Our MPs have come, our Mr. Shiva is here, and other political parties are here. These are the two subjects where the governments, both the central government and the state government, have to spend more. And there is a need for reforms in our country. We have done the economic reform in 1991. Of course, reforms are following. We require electoral reforms and political reforms. In fact, just now we were discussing, sitting there, on how the elections are conducted in our country. It is time now that we should reform those things, because according to the electoral rules, an MP can spend maximum 70 lakhs and an MLA can spend only 28 lakhs. I used to think sometimes if all of them want to declare all the really whatever happened in the election, all of them will be disqualified. There will be no parliament, no assembly, only 5 to 10% may be there. I don't want it to happen, but we are a growing nation and people also should be persuaded. They should not expect anything to vote. There is no other country in the world. Votes are sold and purchased. This is the only country, and especially our state. It's a very, very bad habit which will kill our democracy in the future. It's time now that the political parties realize this. We talk about various reforms. These reforms should be applicable to political parties also. You ask somebody not to take more than 50,000 from bank or 2 lakhs from bank, etc. What happens? These hundreds of crores and thousands of crores. I am not going to discuss this because all the leaders are here. They will take care of this. But what I would like to require is that this country should come out of illiteracy and poverty. And there are people, there are more than 2 crores of people without houses, own houses in this country. And 9 crores of people are earning less than $1 a day. They are living below poverty line. And recently I saw a news that there are no beggars in Tamil Nadu, some report. According to the government of India, there are 4 lakhs of beggars in the country, and of course West Bengal tops. With all the controversies West Bengal, I never heard anybody talking about these things in Bengal. And according to that figure, Tamil Nadu has 6,800 beggars. We are not proud of it, but we want totally, a situation has to be created where we have to look for a beggar if you want to give to somebody. That's the kind of economy we should have, and we have all the potential. We have all the potential to do it. Only thing is we want a willpower on the part of the central government and the state governments and a conducive situation among the people. I would like to thank all the party leaders who have come here, and also I would like to thank Mr. Gurumurthy for continuously accepting the invitation to be the moderator. Thank you very much.